Richie, you need psychological help. Hands down. You need counseling, you need therapy. But I don't think that's going to happen. You know why I don't think that's going to happen? Because you're the type of person to get on camera, to social media, and say, hey guys, I fucked up. Hey guys, I fucked up. Hey guys, I fucked up. You're supposed to get that virtual pat on the back, you know, you admitted that you fucked up. Here's the thing about fucking up in life, dude. Is that when you fuck up, there has to be a desire, a willingness to change. There has to be a willingness to not repeat the same mistake again. To not have the same behavior that you exhibited in the past. I don't like the phrase, once a cheater, always a cheater. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I've fucked up in my past, and I've made sure that my fuck-ups in the past have never repeated themselves. That's what a lot of people do. They seek help, they go to counseling, they do whatever they gotta do because they have a willingness to want to change because they don't want to hurt somebody again. Because they don't want to know that they're an immoral, unethical, deplorable, disgusting piece of shit. When you fuck up, you have to want to change. And in your case, Richie, that doesn't exist. It is clear as motherfucking day in your response video that you are not somebody who's capable of change, nor do you want to change for the future. Your smiles, your grins, your cold response, your lack of any sort of empathetical emotion doesn't exist. Everyone makes mistakes, I get it. But you can't cheat a second time and say it was a mistake. It was intent. It was intent. But what's more than just being was it intentional? Is the fact that you pretended to be monogamous. You don't do that. You don't pretend to be a monogamous with your partner and then you have 2 or 3, 4 or 5, how many partners, side bitches you have, and fuck them in bathroom stalls. I mean, how classy is that? Fucking having sex in a bathroom stall, of all things. And you know, I gotta be honest with Richie, you seriously downgraded with Bucktooth Sally. I mean, her gap in her motherfucking teeth are so fucking wide. I know that's superficial, and I know that's fucking mean for me to say, but you downgraded hard to somebody who looks like... I'm not gonna say that. You know where I was going. What's worse about this whole situation, there's 2 things that are really bad about this. That he attempts to justify his actions by blaming it on depression. Blaming it on depression, folks. I only cheated a second time. Oh, I'm really depressed. No, you don't go out and, you know, rob a bank and you tell the officer, yeah, I got caught. I robbed a bank because I was depressed. You fucking retard. Are you that fucking stupid? Another part of the video, he says, quote, everyone warned her. Really? Everyone warned her? So the fact that a woman came into your life and gave you the benefit of the doubt, gave you the chance, even though she knew your past, gave you the willing chance to redeem yourself and be a committed monogamous partner, everybody warned her. It's her fault for not listening to the people who warned her. No, dipshit. No. According to Jacqueline, you refuted all those claims about people warning her about you. Which makes it even more fucked up than it already is that you would explain that, you know, this information's false or that they're just trying to smear your name. So the person ends up trusting you and then you do the same exact shit a second time. Why is it that people who cheat with one another are like attracted to each other? Like, you fuck this girl in a bathroom stall, right? And she's has a boyfriend, yet she's cheating on her boyfriend and then he's cheating on her girlfriend. Like, how are... I guess shitty people are equally attracted to one another. Why can't it be good people attracted to good people? Why does it always have to be? And it's a fundamental problem in relationships, and I've fallen into this trap. It's like you have a good person, and then you fall with someone who's absolute shit, who treats you like shit, who doesn't... Like, you have a good, and then you have bad, and the good and the bad always get attached. It's so common in relationships nowadays. Why can't you have 2 good people attached to one another? Why can't you have 2 good people compatible with one another? It always has to be shit person, good person. Shit person, there's never any balance between good and good. It's always bad and good. At least that's the majority of what I see. Deeply rooted issues. He says he has deeply rooted issues. You know, I'm glad that you can admit that, but again, this goes back to what I said at the beginning. Saying that you have deeply rooted issues doesn't do anything. Cool, you admitted it on public. You have deeply rooted issues. Get help for it! That's what you need to do. But with someone who has no remorse over the actions that they've done, and the reason I can say that he has no remorse over the actions that he's done is you can see that by his response clear as day. Somebody can say, oh, I shouldn't have done this. But there has to be behavioral change. There has to be. She gave you the benefit of the doubt, dude. And you attempt to blame her and other people. Well, you know, they warned her about me. They warned her about me. You know what? It's not hard to have a willingness to want to improve yourself. Everyone should strive for that in their life, in some way or another. Wanting to change, wanting to grow. If you hit this point in your life where you think, oh, I'm done maturing, I'm done growing up, then you're a failure. You're a loser. And I mean that, like, you're a loser and you're a failure. If you really think that you reach a certain point, why am I holding the screwdriver? When you reach a certain point that you don't need to learn anymore. You don't need to be willing to open and grow as a person. It's clear as day that he doesn't think that way. It's intent. Cheating a second time, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for the first time, and there's no excuse for the second time. But here you are making up fucking excuses. That's your whole video is a goddamn excuse. People warned her, guys. People warned her. I'm depressed. There's an unbalance in our relationship. Okay, if there was an unbalance in the relationship, if the relationship isn't going well, you think there's problems, you end the relationship. Then if you want to go fucking fuck girls in bathroom stalls, go do that. If that's your thing. And what's worse is that you proved Onision right, and I hate saying that. And now you have Onision attempting to interject himself into a breakup where he shouldn't even exist to begin with. Of all the fucking people, Greggy Poo, you know, injecting yourself into this relationship that's a breakup. I told you so. Jacqueline Glenn apologizes to me. No, she doesn't need to apologize to anybody, especially you, dipshit. You dick-infested, acne-infested shitbag. Ugh. Does not owe you an apology. Nobody owes you an apology. Just because you were right about someone being an unfaithful bitch doesn't... Who cares if you're right? Nobody cares that you're right, Greg. It just happens to be with people... If people don't listen to what you have to say about somebody else, you have to let them go their own path. You have to let them go down the path of destruction and hurt. And when they come out of that experience, when they get hurt, they will learn from that. They will grow from that experience, and they will come out a stronger person. Experiences like this that Jacqueline is going through is going to make her one hell of a tough motherfucking cookie. Even though I like soft cookies, but I mean a cookie that's not going to break. That's what happens with people. And it creates one of the biggest problems, that one that I'm still, at this very day, having a massive struggle with, is trusting people. I don't even know if I'll, even with the amount of therapy I've been through, I don't even know if I'll ever be able to go fully trust somebody again. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a while, but I'm still at that place. But you'll be a strong person, regardless. When it comes to relationships, monogamous relationships, one of the most important things you can do is be honest with your partner. Communicate with your partner. In this day and age, 2017, one of the biggest problems, one of the biggest downfalls of most modern relationships is the fact and reliance upon social media and how that social media plays a part in relationships. A lot of relationships on YouTube fail, especially when they're two YouTubers putting their life out on the public arena. That's not to say that all relationships will fail that way, but we become so reliant upon displaying our relationship rather than working out the deeply rooted issues that are in the relationship. You know, people often ask me, Daniel, why haven't we never seen your girlfriends in your videos in my past? You're not going to. I mean, maybe in the future you may see a partner of mine. I don't know. But I'm not somebody who runs around blasting my relationship publicly, because I find that to be very self-destructive. Not always. but a lot of parts of it is. When a breakup happens and that relationship is public, it's 10 times more severe than rather if it was just done in private, because it's blasted to the public. I'm a very private person when it comes to my personal relationships. Why do you think you've hardly ever seen, out of my almost 1,400 videos, why do you never hardly seen anybody in my life, other than like my mom, my brother? Like, you hardly ever see anybody in my videos. Is because I take my personal life very, very personal. It's very, very private, and there's a reason why I want that. The moment social media gets involved, there's a very high chance it's going to fall apart. No matter how you present it online. I don't know where I was going with that. Willingness to change, guys. You have to have that. Richie doesn't. Really upset. I was very upset yesterday from seeing his response. Like, it actually... I don't get mad that often on YouTube much anymore. Not a lot of stuff pisses me off, but I was genuinely disgusted at his justification for his actions. Most of all, his response and blame. He's someone who doesn't take responsibility for what he does, what he says. You know, and even if you do, Richie, even if you take responsibility for what you do or what you say, whatever you do in your life, taking responsibility doesn't do anything if you repeat it over and over and over again. I don't talk about this often, but there's drug addiction in my extended family, and I fucked up. I'm back on the drugs again, ruining my life. Well, you know what? We've invested thousands of dollars into get you help. Thousands of dollars to get you the proper treatment you deserve. And yet at the end of the day, you have no willingness to change. Despite how much money we've invested into you, you don't want to change. It's the same sort of situation. I know it's a different situation, cheating and drugs. The point is, no willingness to change, despite us going out of our way to invest money and get this person help. They just continue to destroy their lives, destroy themselves. And it's hard, it's sad to see that with people. Especially when you're someone who tries to see the benefit of the doubt in people, and you want to see people grow, and you want to see people mature. And they don't have it in them. I don't know if it's a biological or evolutionary thing with certain people, that it just doesn't go through their head that they have to change the way that they are, or they just want to keep living a life of total destruction, a life of total unfaithfulness, a life of drug addiction. There are people out there who cannot physically change. Sad to say, who won't want to, who don't want to change. And let's just hope you never get involved with those people. Because at the end of the day, you will be damaged because of them. And no one deserves to go through being cheated on. No one deserves to go through the pain of unfaithfulness. Because it hurts. And it damages permanently. It's always going to be something back in your mind that even when you're in a successful, happy relationship, you're always going to have that doubt in your mind. What if they do this? What if they're cheating? When you have a traumatic experience like a big breakup and you get cheated on, it fucks with you for the rest of your life. It really does. I don't wish that on anybody. Anyone. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy to feel that way. No.